Okay, we are live.
Hi.
Everyone. Nice to see you again. Thank you for joining us on another beautiful live section. It's Tuesday. It was a sunny day here in the Northeast. I'm Hadiza. I'm coming to you from New York, and I will go around the room so that we can introduce ourselves, and then we'll go to our topic of the day. Antonia, introduce yourself, please.
Yeah, I'm Antonia. Good evening, everybody. Good evening and good afternoon, probably somewhere. Sometimes some of us are in the morning. Wherever you're watching us from, we are here to introduce ourselves and tell you exactly how this online business is now the correct thing to do. That's what we are trying to let you know. My name is Antonia. I'm from Nigeria originally. I'm living here in New Jersey. So I have been a teacher and a counselor and the assistant director of education. But right now, I'm a digital business owner and mentor. So we try to help people who are really coachable and who are ready to learn how to use this very system to sustain their life and reach their financial freedom. So to
Thank
you.
you. Vida.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, evening, wherever you are watching us from. My name is Faida. I'm originally from Ghana and currently in the US. I'm a mom, a nurse, and proud digital business owner. I'm so happy to be here. We are inviting anybody who is interested, who needs side hustle, or who needs full-time job. This is the right place for you to come in. So keep watching us wherever you are. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We appreciate you. Thank you for the thumbs up and for the likes coming in already. Thank you because we have an interesting topic today. And I want to talk to you about something that has been on a lot of people's mind lately. You might have seen it on the news, read it on a paper, job security, or honestly, the lack of it, the lack of a job that you want, the lack of a job that will pay you the kind of money you want. So we've seen companies who are folding up, both big, small, mid-sized companies, popular name, respected names of companies doing a lot of layoff of thousands of individuals, and not just because those people didn't do their job, they didn't do their job well. No, that's not why these companies are closing, but because of external factors that are beyond their control. Factors like market shifting, internal strategies being changed, and even overall industry being restructured in the way things go. So, for instance, if you're in the marketing industry, in the retail industry, you can see that a lot of stuff are done online. From 2020 till now, we've seen a drastic change on how companies market their brand, on how people shop. So, as a result of all that, there's been an ongoing restructuring, and we're seeing a lot of that impacting families and people today. Maybe some years back, you felt like, yeah, my job, once I'm in, but it's no longer so because things are changing. We, the people, are changing, our demand patterns are changing. And in the same way, companies have to strategize to fit our needs as a people, as consumers. And if you're an employee, that will affect you in one way or the other, especially when you have worked hard, you have followed the rules and done everything right, maybe even move up the chain in rank in your business, in the business of your employer. And now you're told they are closing your branch, or they are closing your location, or entirely in your state. Thousands of people are being laid off every day, and some are being restructured in a way that may not even work for you or pay your bills. That's what we are going to talk about today, that we have a solution. If that's where you are, or you're not even in that situation yet, but you want to anticipate and look at other options that are available to you, listen, stick with us a few more minutes, and we hope that we'll give you something tasty that is an option that you can get up and work with tonight. And I'm going to my ladies. Antonia, I know you've been in this business. You've seen all class of people. You have worked up in the rank as a teacher, even heading the Department of Education in New Jersey. And looking at you today, like, I'm an online business owner and a mentor. What will you say to somebody who is a great professional, maybe a doctor, a nurse, a social worker, a licensed practical nurse what will I call it? A firefighter, someone in the military, and they're looking like, with my reputation, my nature of my job, will I do online business? Will do not just people dancing on Facebook or something? What will you say to them?
Yeah, my dear. Actually, you have just nailed it. Because what you are saying is that with what is going on now, I'm sure everybody is aware of what is happening, how people are losing their jobs now and then. So it's not something that we are framing here. This is a reality. We are all seeing it. Many people in those days, when we were actually in the we normally say, oh, those in the federal, they have no fear, they are more secure. But what is happening now? So it's nowhere again. There is no security in the
Yeah.
job we are looking at now. So that's why we are encouraging people to come into this online business, because here you are the boss. There is nothing like, oh, somebody is now telling me when to go to work or when to stop. No, you are the boss. It's how, and you are the driver. So it's where you lead your car that it will go. So you are in control of what happens here. So there's nothing like somebody will come and tell you your job is stopping today. No. But don't wait. Many a time we make that mistake, but I'm still in the job. You wait until when the water hits you on the head. So that's what we're trying to let you know. That with what is happening to others, you don't wait until it reaches you. Try to learn your lessons from other people's what mistake. So the sooner you start having this as a side hustle, the better for you. Because eventually, what beats A may soon come to beat you as well. So that's why we are encouraging you to come to this online business where you are the boss, where nobody is telling you when to work or when not to work. You are the one dictating for yourself how to work, where to stay, and where not to stay. So this is the correct place for you to be, so that even if it is that you are now laid off, you just now continue with this one as their main job. So that's all I can tell you, my brothers and sisters who are watching. Don't stay there until you are duped in the eyes.
Absolutely. Thank you. So, yes, we have to learn from other people's experience, not necessarily it being our experience. Most times people say experience is the best teacher, but it doesn't have to be your own experience, right? I can see from Antonia, with your motherly word of wisdom, learn from other people's experience. It doesn't have to be in front of your door before you make the change. And that is one thing we've always learned in this business, that things are always changing and evolving. From the time you are young to your teenage years to your mid 20s and now, whatever age you may be, guess what? The change will continue. Employer go, employer come, politics come in, politics go, government come in and go. But guess what? What never changes is your desire for yourself and your family. They stay consistent because you are the entities that make the decision. So for me, that was exactly what got me thinking to myself, what if my financial future don't depend on someone else's decision? Because like I made mention earlier, employers are making this decision, both in the government sectors and non-government sectors, right? And the private. They're making this decision, and some of these decisions are tough. They don't want to let people go, or they don't want to restructure, but sometimes their bottom line comes first. To you, you are a figure. To you, you are a number. You may have the best employer out there. We have a lot of them that are good employers, but they make the decision because they have to survive as a business as well. So, what will you do? And that's what we are presenting, that doing this digital business was an option for me, was an option for Antonia, is an option for Vida. Vida, I know as a nurse, you're busy, and I know that most people say like, oh, Nurses always have a high trajectory of work. Every time you look in the paper, they'll tell you the value of nursing job, medical job that is growing and growing, and everybody's pouring into it. But the reality is that those who are inside can tell you the inner scope. That is not necessarily the case. You may have the money, but you don't have the time. Do you care sharing your story with us?
Yes, you people have already said it all. Everything have totally changed. I'm in the health system now. Before, we could work so many hours that you want. Just depend on you. You can work thousands of hours in a week. But now, because everything have changed, they have cut down hours. So there's no more hours for you. Maybe some people have already having their bills to say that, oh, I will work this hours to get money to pay my bill. Now you don't have those hours to work to get that money. So if you are dependent on only what you are doing, and now suddenly they cut down the hours, you don't get that more hours that you used to work, and you don't get the same paycheck that you used to get. So how are you going to pay your bill? And it's not just by only one employer that is doing it. The whole system has changed, and some people are laying out. So if you depend on only your salary, or say I have a job, we are talking about job security here. So that's why we are saying that this online business, if you have something in addition with your job, no matter how it is, but you are going to survive. But if you only depend on your job, some people will say this time, I don't. Yesterday I was talking with a friend, he said, I was waiting for them to even call me for overtime. She didn't get. And the whole week she didn't get overtime. The bill is already there. You already created the bill. Some people have bought cars, taking loans because they know they are going to get hours and work and pay. And now here is the case: you are not getting those hours. So how are you going to pay your bill? So that is what we are talking about. Wherever you are and you are watching us, don't depend only on your job. Look for something. This online business, you are your own boss. Nobody is cutting your hours away. You want the time you want to work, and your hours are there all the time for you to get your money. So look for something, join this online business, and what? And that is your job security. So don't depend only on your job. The system has totally changed. No more hours in our system. That is what I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Vida. Absolutely. Depending on one income stream, it's no longer a strategy. Maybe 10 years ago, 5 years ago, it could work as a strategy, but in 2025, going forward, a single income stream is no longer a strategy. And thank you, Vida, for those amazing examples, because most times we work overtime with the aim of paying off certain bills. Then what if the overtime is not given to you? You're struggling for the same hours that someone else is struggling for. So definitely you are not going to get it. And if you don't get it, does that mean your bills for that month you're going to be short? Absolutely, you will be short in paying those bills. And that's where you're maxing up cards and maxing up bills here and there. But the good news is the option is here. That's why we are inviting you to our affiliate marketing digital business platform to learn more. So if you're sitting down there and you're thinking, okay, Hadiza, Vida, and Antonia, what if I could build something that no one could take away from me? Exactly. That's what we are talking about. And that's what we want you to learn, that you can come into this business without all those hassles of a job or a career. Guess what? With this business, you don't need the experience. And I want Antonia to speak to that, because you could hear she was a teacher. The technology and social media background was not in her resume. And Antonia, can you speak a little bit to that for
Yeah,
us?
thank you very much. Just as you have spoken well, in our own days when we went to school, we didn't know anything about this technology thing. But when you come inside here, we have a system that is built, that will train you step by step as you go. So you don't even need that experience as such. So if I can do it, you can do it too. because I didn't have that experience, you know, ranging at our age and when we went to school. All these technologies are just coming of recent. And so that is why our system is very good, because the system provides you a step by step training, except you're not ready and you're not, willing to learn. That's why we say we are here to encourage and help those who are willing and who are what? Coachable. So that if you can be dreaming and dreaming and then but you're not coachable, you're not for this place. That's what you're saying. So but if you are coachable, you can learn anything at any time. So we encourage you to look at all these our website and tap register your name to learn more about this business that has been helping a lot of families.
Absolutely. Thank you. Vida, we have a webinar tonight. Can you invite the people how they can learn more about what we're talking about today?
Yes, we are inviting anybody who is watching us. We have webinar tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Wherever you are, you can change it to your time. So if you want to know what these ladies are always here every week talking about, click any one of our link and watch that webinar to see if you might be interested. I always say there's no harm in trying. Try to see. That's what we all did. We were all skeptical. I was. I know Antonia, Coach Hadiza was. But we took that leap of faith and click that link to watch that video. If you watch and it's something that you are interested, you continue. If you watch and you are not, it's something that you are not interested, you let it go. But we are encouraging anybody, wherever you are, click any one of our link and watch the free. It's free. The webinar is free. Make sure you put your full name and your email so that you watch that free webinar tonight. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Vida. So, like I always say here, this might not be for everyone, but if you've ever thought there has been a tug in your heart that they have to be more than whatever you're doing right now to make extra money for yourself, to take care of yourself and your family, to boost your income, know that you owe yourself to explore this business opportunity. If you're curious and want to know more, send us a message, put a yes in the comment section, connect with any of those ladies on the screen. They will be happy to get you started, access our webinar. We go live 8 p.m. just like Vida have mentioned, because guess what? The world is always changing, but you also owing it to yourself to do something that will create a change, because you have to change along with the changes. Don't get left behind. Don't get left behind at all. And doing this digital business is the opportunity that will help you to stay relevant in your finances, stay relevant in doing the things that you want to achieve in terms of your time and your finances. So thank you so much for watching us. We appreciate you joining us live. Thank you for the thumbs up. Share this with a friend. Share this with somebody right now who is looking for an option to earn extra income. Share this with a friend, a brother, a co-worker, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.